Hey guys, welcome back. PDCKR here, and today we're back with another online multiplayer team.
So this one is really meant to highlight Static. I mean, we've done Blackest Batman. It's probably a good idea to show him now while his challenge is still running. But Static is really interesting. And it's particularly... Alright, so Batgirl's loadout is the same. She's max augmented. So is Blackest Batman. We've seen them the way we're using them now, where Blackest Batman is the main damage dealer. Batgirl is a special one specialist with the Cloak of Destiny and the League of Assassins knives loadout, so that she can do hugely damaging special one with splash damage. But what's interesting is Static, who I think is not augmented, and he's got fourth world gear set, which we've just recently shown on our 1000 last laugh tickets, and we talked about how it's not particularly offensive, except maybe in Static's hands.
Yeah.
The most unfortunate thing about Static is that he's got Whoopi Goldberg's haircut. But he's otherwise
That's
really...
the most unfortunate part?
Because he's a really good character. His passive ability to generate power, to be immune to power drain, and to generate power when he blocks a special. Alright, that was unfortunate. But, alright, so the fourth world gear set, there's the healing can make a fight drag on and on. Unless you're going to be doing a good amount of damage every time with your number one. And because he stuns, he actually has that potential. Alright, so look at all the... Oh. He drains a good amount of damage. So in a war of attrition, he can actually probably outlast anybody. And on this loadout, we know what Batgirl can do, but because we don't even have to rely on her stun to hit, we can use Statics, because he reliably stuns on his special one.
Oh, that's true.
Ouch. So, a good team build with Static. Oh, wow, she survived that.
That's pretty good.
Somebody forgot to actually pay for all the bars on Special 3. So, what makes him particularly effective is, and why he's a good at the end of the game player, is because he generates power so damn quickly. To me, biggest danger when you're playing against another team on MP is that they're gonna, if you're doing a war of attrition of a fourth world gear set, you're gonna... Alright, let's see what they've got. Nothing particularly interesting. Okay.
Really, there's no danger from the Whoopi Goldberg hair?
There is none.
You get distracted.
Because he's got... No, because it just... You do a special one to heal. Even if you don't do damage, you're going to pick up another one as soon as they do another special one. And if your special one connects and it's multi-hit and they generate a bunch of power, you block it. Fourth world gear means that you survive it, and you're generating a bunch of power because of his passive.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Blackest Batman, again, so if you want to maybe have a quick talk about why we loaded him that way, it's because he's basic damage dealer, he's got a good juggle, his attack is pretty fast, and, yeah, Batgirl is there partly for the power, but really because she can totally take advantage of the stun that Static can leave you with. Alright, so now he's there. So that one didn't connect. Let him hit us and give us some power.
That's pretty good.
I can't remember. Did he have something for unblockable effect? I thought I was blocking there. So this is... We're just playing Static a little bit more carefully, right? Not to... If we... A lot of times with faster guys, we might just take a chance and try to take a swing and see if we end up faster.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Ooh, nice.
There we go. Boom.
Yeah, but the more sort of a careful way to play, instead of trying to take the first swing and hope that you connect first, is to just block and maybe try to interrupt their basic combo.
Yeah.
Never been good at that, because when you want to interrupt them, it depends a little bit on where the pause is in their 3 or 4 hits. And if you don't know them that well, sometimes you can make a mistake. So Injustice 2 Superman is a bit of a pain in the ass when you're loaded up on special guys like we are. And I guess Static counts as both a tank and a specials specialist.
Yeah.
But he's the most effective when Batgirl is still alive. Yeah, it's funny because Static gets a little bit of the short end of the stick. He doesn't really get a lot of attention, but I think he is probably a top tier character. Ooh, stunned. Nice. So much for his 2 bars of power, eh?
Yeah.
So the interesting one will be Injustice 2 Superman.
Wow, look at that splash damage too.
Alright, the other beauty of it is that when you're talking League of Assassins gear, now because it's been fixed the way it's supposed to behave, it doesn't drain nearly as much. But we didn't see it here because it drained Batgirl. But if you have Static, you don't even have to worry about it because he's immune to drain. And before, League of Assassins gear, even if it was somebody who couldn't be drained, it would still generate power for the person. But now, if that person can't be drained, not only are they not drained, they don't generate power for them, right? Yeah. So even a guy who has with a passive like Injustice 2 Superman is one of the special evaders. In this loadout, if you're playing it right, you're not really in that much danger.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the best teams now aren't the teams that are necessarily the best in some situations. Because before there weren't that many different scenarios that you would hit.
Yeah.
I think now the best teams are the ones that really have the kind of small amount of counters.
Okay, so he's gonna be. They've loaded Injustice 2 Superman to be a specialist, which I think is a bit of a waste on Superman.
Because he just has so much basic damage potential.
Yeah,
but so I feel like a team like this where there's just not that many counters is the best, maybe with the way the current meta is.
Yeah, I mean this is the sort of the classic balance team. So Blackest Night Batman is the basic damage dealer, but even then we've got everything else handled, right?
Yeah.
Nice big special one from Batgirl if we're facing Raven. We've got a good tank in Static, who's also a specialist, who's enhancing Batgirl by really taking advantage of the Cloak of Destiny.
That's true.
And he's enough of a tank that even somebody who's... I mean, it's not like you can power drain him, right?
Yeah.
So we might... Yeah, too bad. We're going to have to get rid of Superman's passive one more time once we knock out Killer Frost. There we go. Oh, too bad. Oh, that was a total mistake. Should have done the special one.
So you could have...
But I couldn't have actually because of Enchantresses.
Damage,
yeah, it's when she's... she was stunned, right? With... Sometimes, you know, when your fingers are ready to do something because you've been thinking about it, it's too hard to change plan.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the power, Superman. And now you're vulnerable to us.
That's good.
Well, he would be if we were actually hitting him. Stun.
We'll get there.
Damn, I think he's going to tag out again. Yep. That was unfortunate. And she's got almost a bar of power. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, I didn't wait long enough for Enchantress. See that? Blocking and then let go of it.
Oh, that splash damage is killer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Too bad he blocked. That's why sometimes it's better to play defensively, especially with somebody who is totally a great tank like Static.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to sneak in the hit and hoping that it goes unblocked, which it does most of the time if you time it right, but better to do it in the middle of their basic combo.
Just to guarantee.
Yeah, because remember this, the latency. So I talk about latency. Latency is that pause before your attack starts. And the latency of a special is less than the latency of basic. So even somebody with fast basics, if you do your special, you're going to beat them if you're trying to both do it at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's League of Assassins loadout. Alright, so this might be a good time to demonstrate Static. If Static is in when Harley Quinn has engaged her League of Assassins trap to drain, you'll be able to see that, because when we tag out Static, she won't get any power for that, which is kind of cool.
Sweet.
Alright. Deadshot's interesting. He's got the highest power, highest damage of any of the guys, I think. And he's got great tap combo with 3 hits. I just have trouble using him to juggle. Ooh, hope it stuns. Come on, Batgirl. Oh, oops. Touched the wrong one.
Oh well. Can't win them all.
Let's stun her again. Oh, you know what the good thing is? When Harley Quinn comes in, we can show that she doesn't get the benefit of League of Assassins gear if we take out static. Give us some power. See? She didn't get any power, which is beautiful.
Yeah. Now she's gonna get the hammer brought down on her. Oh.
Wow.
That was a lot of damage, huh?
Yeah. I guess that's the one thing. If you're going to be using the fourth world gear set, right? It doesn't actually hurt if you're going to be using them as a secondary specialist.
That's true.
Because
the problem is it's hard to incite an AI to actually go for the second special.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little bit kind of unreliable in how useful it's going to be when you're putting it in a defense team.
Yeah. Yeah, none of them have been that... I mean, they're not the shortest fights, but we're still facing relatively high tier. You can see based on the battle points, right? 5,000 a fight. Yeah. We're facing relatively high tier teams.
And we're not having too much trouble either.
Yeah, not really struggling. All right, last fight.
Yeah, not like some of the teams that can really rip through people like butter when they're successful, and we just get kind of...
Ooh. Fourth world gear set on Dawn of Justice Batman is going to be a bit of a pain.
There we go.
Just because he's if he heals a bunch, you need to really rely on, and a guy like that, you have to really rely on your basic damage dealer. I wonder if it'll be worth even the struggle just to highlight how good Static is, to just use him a bunch of times, because really his special one, if it hits, that's great. If it doesn't, he's still healing.
That's true.
But we have our Blackest Night Batman as a backup if we need to.
Look at that damage. That's pretty good, huh?
And it just gets better. Give us some power, Deadshot. Give us your power.
I know it's not the same, but it reminds me of the 3v3s at Overwatch. The whole, like, no revive kind of intense matchups, where really, in a lot of cases, the most important thing to do is have healing and then be able to take out one of their guys first.
Mm-hmm.
And that's... It matters less and less the better you get.
Well, it's funny, right? Because healing matters a lot less when you just regenerate. Like when you come back on Overwatch.
Yeah. But that's the whole point of 3v3 is it's elimination. So when you're dead, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why this reminds me of it. Because there's the same like kind of number of people. It's the same kind of principle where...
Ah, see, he dodged. And so I can't bring myself to not swipe as best as I can, because then it's a bad habit to get into to not try every time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Ooh, we gotta rescue our basic damage dealer in case we need him at the end, but let's see what we can do with Static. Give us your power. Just like that.
Not bad.
Ooh, it's done. And Batgirl is just ready to drop in and knock his block off, but maybe we won't. We'll teach him a lesson with... There we go, that's enough damage.
We win either way, right?
That's
it.
it.
It doesn't matter.
Alright, so that's our demonstration. Well, actually, we're not done yet. I was going to say that's
One
our
more
demonstration.
fight,
It's
yeah.
still not.
Getting a little ahead of yourself.
I am. Yeah, no, I'm really loving Static, actually. I think he's underused. I definitely don't see him enough in when I play in multiplayer online.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing interesting there. Nothing particularly interesting there. Ooh, okay, nothing.
I have to say, I like the Suicide Squad characters in gear more than I like the Suicide Squad movie.
Ooh, burn. Okay,
Well, no, I mean, I think that's fair to say. It was an okay movie. It was engaging enough to watch. It was an entertaining movie while I watched it.
You know what? I think it would have been so much better if they'd had any sort of history with the other characters, right?
Oh, I totally agree. But I don't think that's unfair to say, right? I think the Suicide Squad characters are interesting in a game that I'm actually a lot more invested in than I am with the characters in the movie.
I guess that's true, because we do play a lot of Injustice.
And again, I think that sounds bad, but But I think it does cool stuff. It changed the meta around a little bit, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely new viable characters. It's new content, and I guess that's more of a comment on how much I enjoy the Suicide Squad characters.
She rarely ever does a crit. So now, let's stun the crap out of him.
There we go.
Give me some power. Give himself some power too.
I hate it when he does that because it's just a free hit. It interrupts your rhythm, and then you know they have all their power back.
That's okay.
I like the idea, though. I think that's a really cool idea for a random effect.
Mm-hmm.
To not deal any damage but give you your power back. I think that's really, really interesting.
There you go. Now
we're done. No longer jump the gun. There we go.
So, yeah, Static is amazing. He's a great tank, and maybe it would be worth demonstrating him on a team without such great support and great damage deal like Blackest Batman. I think it might be worth trying Insurgency Batman to see what we do with
just
that.
to show how much you can really carry.
Yeah.
But anyways, that was the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Komoda.